My name is Robert Schwartz. Everyone knows me as Rob, and I play guitar. The group was founded by my dad, also named Robert. My father was hoping, and what he experienced was that music stimulated his memory, and he felt that his memory was improved by playing music. And so his idea was we should try to bring that to seniors and help them with their memory.
Hi, I'm Lincoln Adler. I play with saxophone with the Jazz Therapists. What I love about playing with this group is just the feeling of giving something to seniors. That's something really beautiful and rewarding for us, watching them smile and tap their feet and sing along with us. We play a lot of shows, probably 3 or 4 shows a week, and if you add that into a year, it ends up being quite a bit of happiness that we bring around the Bay Area. So.
I'm Mike Renta. I play trombone. I'm a trombonist and arranger. I love this band. This has actually become my favorite band that I play with, just for a number of reasons. The songs, all 1945 and earlier. The musicians, we got some really awesome musicians. And of course the crowds, and I remember at a young age, one of my first gigs was playing piano for elderly people. I think I was maybe 13 years old. And they were always very kind and always felt very comfortable with elderly people, and grateful to be able to have an impact on their lives and brighten up their day.
When we play for seniors, it creates an opportunity for a social event where they interact with each other, and it stimulates their emotional experience in a way that they look forward to on a regular basis. They like us to come in. It creates an atmosphere that lasts for hours afterwards and maybe even days. So the value of a live performance became more evident as we played. If it was just the music, you could just give them a Walkman and that's what they would need. They would stimulate their memory from hearing music, but it's not simply that. It's the stimulation of a social activity that makes a big difference, and it's real. And you can hear that talking to the people that work in those senior homes, or you can see that in real life when they're walking around with a glass of wine and laughing and socializing together. It's a real blessing to see something like that and to be part of it. There's a certain, if you can call it love, that everybody feels as part of this endeavor. And of course I feel it too. When we finished the album we just did, everybody hugged each other because it was so good and so much, good vibes from doing what we're doing.
My name is Mark Williams, and I've been a member of the Jazz Therapists now for going on 8 years. And I play the string bass. I've played at least 80 senior homes over the last 8 years. And what it's done for me is just something that I can't really put into words, which is the connectivity between the people that we play for and me in terms of my satisfaction of being able to do what I do. We've seen seniors that have actually gotten teary-eyed from the music that we play from the Great American Songbook, and that's where the rubber meets the road.
I'm Ana De Leon, and I sing.
All right, let's hear it for the dancers.
The most interesting thing about this, I think, is that there is no leader. Bob was, of course, the leader, very much the leader, when he was with us. And he would call me the night before the gig, and I would type out the set list and bring it, and it was everything he wanted to do. There wasn't even any discussion, really. It was just Bob was the leader. That was fine. But then when there was no more Bob, there was no more leader. And that's been a very interesting experience all these years, to just have everybody be who they really are, sort of the best version of themselves. And I think everybody's supportive and generous and kind, but it's not because we are in sort of a goody two-shoes mode. It's just because somehow it brings out the best in us not to have anybody tell us what to do. That might be a really good natural state for musicians.
They say he wandered very far over land and sea.
I'm David Rokeach. I play drums in the band. Love playing with the band. I used to tell people it was my goal in life to become an old dude. And they told me, well, just hang in there, it'll happen. And so I try to put myself in their place and feel what it might feel like to them. I can feel people in the audience listening to people soloing on these songs, and they can relate to them because the song forms are so familiar. And I can see them like, wow, listen to what this person is doing with that song. And they can actually hear it and they can connect. And I think jazz is that kind of music where, you know, the audience kind of gets out what they put in. You know, if you listen harder, you'll get more out of it. And I can feel it, this music drawing people in who might necessarily not have been jazz fans. And I think it's a healing thing. I think it's a thing because they're engaged. It's not like they're not being hit over the head with it like some other styles of music. So it's really a special thing, and I'm very grateful to be able to do this with these great players, and you know, I don't take it for granted.
I'm Ben Stollerow. I'm the keyboard player for the Jazz Therapists, and I've been with the band for a few months now. It's probably one of the most uplifting experiences that I've had playing music. Feels like a very, very important and significant work to be doing.
It's just an amazing group of musicians. Everybody's got such a golden heart. Everybody feels the same about it, so it's kind of like we just have this amazing energy going forward.
Music, the best stuff comes from a point of being of service. And I really firmly believe that, being of service. And I try to always remember that. Of course, the musician ego can step in, but that always blocks things, you know, just gets in the way. But to be of service is of utmost value. And yeah, I'm grateful that I get to do music. I think that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here on this planet.